Two farmers toiling on the same barren land. They labored their whole lives, yet their fates couldn't have been more different. One passed away in poverty, weakened by hunger, alone in a tattered shack. The other left this world peacefully, surrounded by the love of family. Why did one become a beggar in his next life, while the other rose to become a beloved billionaire? The secret lies in a simple law you can start using today. Want to know what it is? The first farmer looked up at God with resentment. You abandoned me. I worked 16 hours a day, my back aching, my hands calloused, but I couldn't even afford medicine when my son was sick. My neighbors built brick houses, while I shivered in a leaky hut. He believed life was unfair, that every hardship was a punishment. Sound familiar? When we see ourselves as victims, we hand the keys to our life to someone else. Here in America, 78% of people live paycheck to paycheck, according to CNBC. Many are like this farmer. They think, if I just had a higher salary, everything would be fine. But they rarely ask, what can I do differently? I once met Mike, a truck driver from Ohio. He complained nonstop about his low pay, but refused to learn new skills because, I don't have time. Blaming others locks the door to opportunity. When you take responsibility for your life, you don't just take the wheel, you draw the map. God granted his wish. You'll only receive, never give. In his next life, he became a wealthy beggar. Coins filled his pockets, but no one spoke to him. He died alone, his heart starving for connection. Like billionaire Howard Hughes, rich beyond measure, but he passed away in a hospital room, with no loved ones by his side. But the other farmer chose a different path. And that choice changed everything. Want to know what he did? Unlike the first, the second farmer smiled. Thank you, Lord, for this land. It taught my children resilience. Thank you for our simple meals. They brought my family closer. My only regret is the times I couldn't share my food with the hungry passing by. He didn't deny his struggles, but chose to see the light in the darkness. As Oprah Winfrey says, be thankful for what you have. You'll end up having more. Harvard University found that people who practice gratitude daily are 35% less likely to feel depressed. They sleep better, stress less. Think about Oprah. She's kept a gratitude journal for 30 years, even through her toughest days. I met Sarah, a single mom from Chicago. Working 2 jobs, she still wrote down 3 good things every night. She told me, looking back, I realized I was richer than I thought. Pause the video for a second. What are 3 things you're grateful for today? God smiled. You'll have the chance to give more than anyone. And the more he gave, the fuller his storehouses became. It wasn't magic, it was the law of cause and effect. Like Warren Buffett, who gave away 99% of his wealth and still gets richer every year. He says, giving is the smartest investment I've ever made. But why does this law work? And how can you use it, even if you've only got $5 in your pocket? Let's uncover the universal truth behind it. Life is like an echo. What you send out, kindness, generosity, or resentment, comes back to you. I call it the echo principle. Look at Costco. They pay higher wages, offer great benefits. The result? Loyal employees and profits 200% higher than competitors like Walmart. That's the echo of kindness. But here's where most people trip up. They give to get something back. In Give and Take, Adam Grant says giving with a quid pro quo mindset is just a transaction, not true generosity. I knew Lisa, a social worker in Boston. She helped everyone but secretly wanted recognition. When no one said thanks, she burned out. The universe doesn't count dollars, it measures your heart. Give without strings attached, but set boundaries. Don't hand cash to an addict, give them a chance to heal. You don't need to be rich to start. Try my 1-3-5 rule. 1 minute each morning. Plan 1 kind act for the day. 3 times a week, give someone a sincere compliment. 5% of your income. Donate, even if it's just $5. Like Emily, an 8-year-old from Oregon, who used her savings to buy coats for the homeless. A year later, her family got a surprise scholarship from an anonymous donor. But what if you give and still don't see results? Does that mean this law is flawed? Let's take a closer look. Start each day by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big. Maybe it's your morning coffee, a text from a friend, or just waking up healthy. James, a veteran from Texas, struggled with PTSD. He started a gratitude journal, and after 6 months, he said, I realized I still had so much worth living for. Now he teaches others to do the same. As psychologist Tal Ben-Shahar says, happiness doesn't come from having more. it comes from appreciating what you have. The 1-3-5 rule makes giving easy without draining you. 1 minute a day, send an encouraging text. 3 times a week, give a heartfelt compliment. 5% of your income, give to others, even if it's just $5. Take Sarah, a teacher in Chicago. She used 5% of her paycheck to buy pencils and notebooks for poor students. 20 years later, a former student, now a doctor, wrote her, "That pencil you gave me changed my life." Pause for a second. What's one way you'll start giving today? Drop it in the comments. You don't need money to give. Create free content, like Mr. Beast, who gave away cars and gained 200 million subscribers. But beware, don't give just for clout. The universe knows when you're faking it. David from Seattle started posting free cooking videos. A year later, he was invited to write a cookbook. He said, "I just wanted to help others, but I ended up gaining so much more." Giving isn't losing, it's planting seeds for your future. But what if you try all this and still don't see change? Is the law of karma unfair sometimes? Let's dive deeper. If karma is real, why does someone like Maria, a nurse in Detroit who helps everyone, watch her son battle cancer? Does the universe sometimes forget the good ones? Maybe the issue is our timeline. Think of Nelson Mandela. 27 years in prison wasn't the end, but the path to becoming a global symbol of peace. Psychologist Carol Dweck says, "The best things take time to grow." The seeds you plant today might take a lifetime to bloom, but they will bloom. The Japanese say bamboo grows 3 centimeters in 4 years, then shoots up 25 meters in year 5. Could your struggles be your year 4? So if you haven't seen your harvest yet, keep planting. Here's how to turn those seeds into a forest. Every kind act you do is a drop of water, creating ripples that change the world. Take Chuck Feeney. He gave away $8 billion anonymously. He said, "I just wanted kids to go to school." Now it's your turn. Pick one of these today. Call a friend you haven't spoken to and give them a compliment. Buy a coffee for the person behind you in line. Share this video with a caption. "Today I'm giving something small." Comment below. What's one thing you'll do to start? I can't wait to hear your story. As the poet Rumi said, "You are not rich because of what you keep, but what you give." Start planting today, and I'll see you in the next video, where we'll explore how to give without burning out.